Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. We're going to have a jewelry show and tell. We're going to have possibly a jewelry jar unjarring. We're going to have some tips on how to sell your jewelry, or how to sell anything better, really, how to list it. We talked a little bit last time about picture taking and how to showcase your items, but I really want to talk to you also about after you have it show, after you've taken your photo, what comes next. And I wanted to show you some things that I picked up at the Goodwill as far as jewelry. I am going to do another thrift haul, so if you're new to the channel, I hope you will subscribe today. I hope you'll hit that bell and the notification. Rather, I hope you hit the subscribe and the notification bell below it, because that will notify you when I go live, which is going to be sporadic. It's probably going to be on Saturdays because I am back in the classroom, back to work. But I do like to come and show you what I find. I like to show you what I pick up at the auctions and things like that, at the YouTube auctions that are taking place now, and of course at Elizabeth's over at Makeup Zombie at her sale. And I am wearing the necklace that I bought from her, what she showcased that day. No one else wanted it. She had it. It's a Pierre Cardin, and I just learned it's Pierre Cardin. Cardin. You don't pronounce the N. I had to look up the pronunciation, because I like to say those names as closely as possible. I don't have that French accent in any way. I can't emulate it, but I try. So I'm going to open up the chat and say hello to everyone, and I hope that everything is well with all of you guys on Saturday today. Trying to mute that first to make sure I don't echo, and then I can say hello to all my friends in the chat. And I really want to thank you for being here, guys. It looks like Kim is here, Kathleen, Evie, Evil Eve. What a name, Evil Eve. I love it. Nora A, Maggie Doodle, Catherine is here, and just Sandy. Sandy, thank you for being here. I'm going to show some of the cute things I got from you, and you had such a good auction last night. Congratulations. I'm so glad it went well. And I'm so sorry for myself that I missed those beautiful items. I'm watching the rerun right now, and it's a lot of fun to watch. And I missed that beautiful necklace, that chunky one, and then that other one. I don't remember who got it. I think it went for like $50, but oh my gosh, it was a total giveaway. Which is part of the fun of the auction. I mean, we do want to get the best prices that we can, correct? But we're in there for the fun of a bargain too. So it was great all around. I hope you did well, and I can't wait for the next one. That's Sandy, guys. If you're not subscribed to Just Sandy, she is in my chat. She is an artisan jeweler. So be sure and subscribe to her so you can be notified when she does those auctions, so you can see some of the beautiful work she does. She actually takes you through the processes. Sometimes she takes us on field trips, and she's just a blast. She really, really is. So I am going to make it kind of an open Q&A too, guys, but let's take it easy with the emojis and the caps. Maybe highlight my name if you have a question, because I seem to miss them anyway. I don't know why. I go back and I don't know if my internet is lagging or what, but I keep missing the questions that I get, and I address them the next week without wanting to. And excuse me for drinking out of 2 cups. This is my water, and this is my coffee, and it's just now the perfect temperature. I poured it a few minutes ago. Yes, but this is the Pierre Cardin necklace that she put out. There's a lot of questions. It is very short. It's kind of difficult to clip on, but I clipped it on. I wanted to cut my hair. I went to cut my hair yesterday, guys. You can hardly tell it's cut, right? Isn't it crazy? Usually the hairdressers want to cut your hair off, and mine said, no, it's good enough. She wanted to stop. I really wanted to go a little shorter with a little bit more layering. But anyway, so I was like, okay, I'll come back in a couple of months. It grows so fast anyway. Because I really like the way, like Kathleen at Kim Riggs, I love the way her choker looked with her hair just grazing her chin line. It looks so pretty. So I was kind of headed for that, but it didn't work. But anyway, and then I wanted kind of an open dress, but I was really wanting to wear beige or tan. I thought this necklace would really be set off with some tan or beige, but I couldn't find a dress in my eBay store in my garage. But I did find this one, and I think I'm going to keep it. I'm going to pull it from wherever it's listed, if it's even listed. I don't even remember now. But it's soft surroundings. I love it. It's really perfect length and everything. So I found a dress in the garage just to try to suit this beautiful necklace. Again, it's designed by Pierre Cardin. Pierre Cardin. Don't pronounce it again. Pierre Cardin. and from the 60s. And when Makeup Zombie showed it, we looked it up on the internet, and there was one on the internet at some gallery for sale for almost $700, but it was in red. And oh my goodness, talk about stunning in red. It's beautiful. So no one else said they wanted it. I got it. She was selling it for $50. She was kind enough to send it to me. I really want to thank you, Elizabeth, for sending me this necklace. You don't know how much I love it. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about listing and any other questions you may have. Hey, Babsy, how are you? Vanessa, I'm glad you're here. Jewelry Nurse is here as well. It looks like 27 people are watching, but only 3 people remembered to hit the thumbs up. So be sure and do that, guys, as soon as you walk in the door or before you leave. Hi, Ansley, how are you? Yeah, I do love purple too. I just thought this necklace would really be set off with a tan. I love the look, and I just saw it on a girl not too long ago. She was selling something on Depop, and it was a black and white striped shirt, and she paired it with some khaki pants or a skirt. I don't remember, but I thought I'd never seen that combination together, and it looks so nice. All right, so the first thing I want to say about that is to be sure and include your measurements on your jewelry. It is really, really difficult for me to tell whether the hoop you're wearing, the hoop you're selling is a small little ½ inch, let me fix mine, or whether it's a big 1.5-inch hoop. I mean, I really can't tell unless you tell me. And I think I talked about this. Hi, Robin and Carmen. I think I talked. Hi, Makeup Zombie. How do you like it? Isn't it pretty? That's Elizabeth Makeup Zombie there. Be sure to subscribe to her too. How can you tell if it's a big hoop or a little hoop unless you tell me? I really don't mind using the ruler. I'm not going to use the ruler in the first picture, but I am going to use it because it's a standard measurement. I also like to put, where you can see the millimeters or whatever, and the centimeters or whatever it is, this other European standards. But so that we can see how big that necklace is or that hoop, and we can know without having to ask you. Again, when we have to ask questions of our buyers, chances are very high you're not going to get asked that question. You really aren't. And I think that's one of the good things about eBay is that they have the questions where you can repost it. You can have it stay on your listing, and Poshmark will let comments stay, and they're in the comment section is the questions. But it's kind of troublesome for some people to ask you a question because a lot of people are selling their what I call fly-by-night sellers. They put a couple of things up, and if they sell fine, they'll check back in a couple of days, but they're not feeding it constantly like we are. But since we are professional resellers here, let's try to do that. Let's try to really take a picture of everything, especially jewelry. And I know it's hard, like when it's a pearl ring or something, to get that exact millimeter. But if you put it by the ruler, people can tell more so than if you ever use a coin. I was alluding to that post that I made in Instagram not too long ago, where they put a picture of a quarter and I think a medallion or something, a charm. And no, it wasn't even a quarter; it was a dime, and the dime looked like the size of a $50. Because of the angle of the camera. The camera plays tricks on us. So be sure and do that. It really, really helps, I think, with that, with selling your items. Get the measurements down, show it in a picture, and tell me in words too. Sometimes I don't even remember you have 5 pictures, so I'll just read it really quickly. If it says it's an inch and I need a 1-inch hoop, that's what I'm going to buy. I'm not going to ask you a question. I really am not. And, and then the same thing with the back of the jewelry. A lot of times we want to see that. Look how pretty the back of this thing is. The back is just as pretty as the front. And not only for that reason, but because I want to know if it's open or if it's closed. Because a lot of times the open work tends to fall out. It's happened to me with a couple of rings, one that I sold on eBay. And the lady was very kind and said, I should have asked you for the back of the ring, to see the back of the ring, because I would have known that it wouldn't have lasted very long. And she didn't even ask for a refund. She was very kind and cordial. She just said, it was my fault. I should have asked for that picture. But she could have been one that, it wasn't as described. She didn't tell me the stone was loose or whatever. You just never know where things can go like that. So just to cover yourself, do that. And then I had an Etsy seller that I used to love her design. She designed her own jewelry, and she used a lot of recycled sterling, which I don't know if that's better grade or not. Sandy can probably answer that for us, or if it was just an environmental thing. Beautiful designs. I don't want to say her name, but she's very, very popular on Etsy. And I asked her to show me the back of the ring because I really wanted to see how it's made, how it will sit you know, how smooth it is at the bottom of the ring. It's, to me, that's important. And to her, it obviously wasn't, because she said, oh, I can't, I've already had, I don't know. We went back and forth about it because I thought, you know, well, I really want to know. She did not want to show me another picture. Obviously, she'd been selling for so long that she just has her stock photos up there now, maybe makes a new design, and she's just not going to bother with a little seller, with a little buyer like me, I guess. But for those of us who are just starting, we really do want to generate those sales. All right, guys. So this is the beautiful necklace. If you're just coming in, Pierre Cardin necklace. I still want to test it for Bakelite because it feels really funny to me. I cannot figure out what the beads are. They feel heavy, but they feel slick. They don't feel like wood. The little discs in between are copper. I went in there with a little Q-tip and cleaned off a little bit of the, it wasn't verdigris quite yet, but it was just a little bit of a residue on the bead. So I cleaned that up. I polished it with just a cloth. Didn't want to put anything on it because it is just a base metal, I'm sure. So, oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And I'm so glad she offered it up. And isn't she lucky to find such wonderful things? Yeah, I'm going to test it. I just wanted to clean it first, Ansley, because like I said, it had a little bit of the residue that copper tends to leave, because these little small discs in the middle are copper. So got in there with the Q-tip and I wiped it really clean. And now I'm going to test it for Bakelite. I do have my Simichrome somewhere around here. Oh, I just put it over there. I'm going to test it, but I don't want to take off, you know, some dirt that was just there. Bennett Green, how are you? And guys, like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. Going on Grumpy is also in here. Barb, she has a channel and she's been doing a lot of auctions too. So check her out as well. The necklace looks gorgeous. Thank you so much, Carmen. I appreciate it. Carmen, I was confused with you and Abuela last night. You're not one and the same, right? Oh, awesome, Makeup Zombie. You find the most amazing things. I swear. I want to go to Vegas with Joan Brody, and I want to go have a meetup with Makeup Zombie in Oregon. I'll just call you from a taco truck or something. Elizabeth, we can meet there. I'm dying to meet you. You're so wonderful. All right. Let me show you what I got from Sandy. This is so cute, and I hope Dawn can see this later, because Dawn was talking about oak trees, and the acorn comes from the oak tree, correct? Am I correct? Well, I bought a little package. I guess it was a little plastic bag like that from one of Sandy's auctions last week. I think it was the one on Dwayne's. And in it was the cutest little charm. And I've already gotten an acorn charm, a little fat one from Zombie, from Elizabeth there. But this one has little acorns inside. It's so cute. And I was telling Dawn that I had an oak tree leaf. And I can't find it. I think I sold it on eBay. And didn't remember. And I feel so bad. But I want to send her a couple of other oak-related things that I have. And look, I can't even show them to you how tiny they are. There's 3 of these inside that. Whoa, that's going to fall in my cube. Oh, see, it fell. I'm going to have to dig it out in a minute. Look, can you see it? It's tiny. There's 3 of them in this one. That is so cute. I love it. See, they fall in there. Can you see them? They're so cute. I don't know what they call these lockets. Do you guys know if they have a special name when they have little things like this? My daughter gave me one not too long ago as well. That was a like a little prayer box. And Sandy sent me one too from the auction. And the one that my daughter gave me had the nativity scene. So it had, you know, the Mary and Joseph and everyone. And this one, here's a little prayer box that came in the other part of that auction, in that little grab bag. Tiny little grab bag. It had the cutest things. And I haven't showed my daughter all of this because I think she's going to want one of these. This one has 3 angels. Let's see if I can hold it right now. Inside of it. So, so cute. I don't even remember what I paid for this auction, but I love it. And I got the little shoes, and the amp I got from her other lot. And then this one says Magic Fairy Dust. No, Magic Moon Dust. And it has a little bail to put it on the chain as well. And I think I mentioned to you guys, my daughter works at the Renaissance festivals here in Houston, so I'm going to be giving her that. So that was that from that little grab bag, and I really want to send this to Dawn if she's in the, I know she works different hours, so she may not be, but I'm collecting a little bit of oak tree stuff to send her because she said her mom loved oak trees. Okay, here's another pretty necklace that was in the lot. Really pretty fashion piece. It's movable. I don't know what brand this one was. Let me see. Oh, NY. That prolific NY. But some of their pieces are really pretty too. Let me see. Here's another pretty one. This one I don't think had a brand. Black, multi-strand, seed beads. Can you see that? I hate this little mini thing. Valerie was showing that she got one too. You can see how people don't read the measurements. They didn't even post the measurements. I don't think I would have gotten that stupid thing. I hate it. It's so small. I need a big one. But I've been using this little, where'd he go? I put him over there by my lights. I've been using that little kid mannequin for my necklaces. It's working a lot better because they're long. Okay, this turned out to be sterling. I don't know if you knew that, Sandy, but the setting on it is sterling, and they're not real pearls. It's really pretty though. And it does say sterling on the little clasp there. Forgot who the maker is on this. There's no maker on it. Yeah, there was no maker on it, but this one was really pretty. This one will fit here. No, it was sterling. Okay, I do see my name highlighted. Let's see if I got a question. How do you organize to keep all your jewelry until you decide what to do with it? Okay, that's a really good question. Hi, Kim. Thank you for being here. I have bought different jewelry boxes, different bins. I have a rack up here looking at me that has it's for ties. And I have necklaces that are not even listed yet, and I have them by color. So I have a black and blue, light blue, white, clear. These are all beaded. And then I did do a thing, last week we talked about ensembles and pairing things together to sell them and move them faster. So when I did that, I took lots of pictures and I listed a lot of things, and I gathered those two things and I put them in a dresser drawer. I think I also mentioned to you, my daughter let me have a small dresser that she didn't want anymore. I lined it with some silk scarves, and I've put those little bundles that I've pictured in there. So now I know those are all listed, they're all photographed, and they're together. And I don't have to go look for the long one over here and the short one over there, because I happen to sell them not as a bundle, but as a lot. So that's what I'm doing there. I also bought this huge canister bin, I guess you could call it. It has deep little, almost the size of baseball deep. So I have those filled with brooches that I'm selling, not my collection of brooches, but with brooches. One is all brooches, one is all bracelets, one is all necklaces and pendants. That's the way I have them organized. I could definitely use a much better system, but my system really right now is by type and by what I've listed. And then other things that I've listed, like necklaces that are alone, I get them. There's another little, like a tie thing, but it's more like for coats. I have those all organized by long necklaces. So those are all behind my door. Believe it or not, everything is in this room. It's crazy. And then I have those little velvet boxes too, the jewelers use. But I had used those for display when I went to sell at flea market. So I have two in my garage that I need to bring in and put my brooches from my collection in there, because that's really what I like to see, my things that are mine. I have some glass cases that hold my brooches. I have some wood cases that hold my brooches. And then I ordered another one of those armoires, or those cabinets that I showed in my sponsored video. I could not resist and bought another one. I was going to give it to my daughter because I told you she wanted one, and they were only, $60 for half price. So, and they got here like in 2 days. So I ordered it, and then I kept thinking, you know what? I don't know if I want to give it to her. I don't know if she's got that much jewelry that she needs to, or I know she doesn't have that many rings. She doesn't really like to wear rings. She likes necklaces. So I put it in my room. So now I have one on each door. I have two closets in my bathroom, and that's where they're at. So that's how I organize them. You know, it's working so far. I also have another cabinet in the armoire that is all statement necklaces. And I cleared that out when I did the auction, the benefit auction. I sent a lot of them to blooming sales, Naples blooming sales, because I wanted to clear them out. I hadn't listed them. I keep getting more and more in the jewelry jars. So they went to a good cause. She loved them. And I have 3 drawers with that. Okay, here's something that also came from Just Sandy's auction. This is abalone. This is so beautiful. I really thought this was a sulpata. It is so pretty. Okay, Swamp, I can't wait to see it. I'm anxious to see Anita. She's going to bring all kinds of things, jewelry and daggers and maybe some handbags. Don't we all need that, guys? Nice handbag, carry a dagger, and be blinged out. I have a friend who carries a dagger, but I won't tell you where she carries it. She's young. I don't blame her. She's young. She needs to be ready. Anyway, and Swamp also has a channel, guys. He does a lot of thrift hauls and a lot of fun to watch what he picks up because, you know, it's always fun to see what men sell and what they pick up, but he knows that he needs to pick up jewelry. He knows that he needs to pick up fashion. He's at Posh right now, so he's doing great. Be sure and subscribe to him. Did I see Tanya in there? Tanya, honey, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. I enjoyed that show you had with Kathleen. It was wonderful. It was so enticing, wasn't it? Beautiful jewelry. Look at this one from Sandy's auction too. This is NY2, I believe. But isn't that pretty? And it coordinates really well. No, this is Chico's, I believe. See, it's got the little tag in the back. And it really matches the pearl one too. So there was a lot of coordinating. This was beautiful. I love the long one. See how you can pair all that up? And this is long and this one's short. Just gorgeous. Okay, and then here's another one. I love this one, Sandy. I think this is the one that's Chico's. Let me see. Oh, this one's CC, which I think is Charming Charlie, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure, but look how beautiful. Don't we love the look of gold and turquoise? I think I told you guys I used to have a beautiful gold and turquoise ring my mother gave me one Christmas, and I made the mistake of lending it to one of my daughters, and she did not return it. I don't know what happened. She lost it or something. Oh, I'm sorry you missed the auctions. Well, they're coming up all over the place now. Hi, Design Eve and Jill. Thank you for being here. They're coming up all over the place. I think Sandy's going to do hers on Fridays. That's 7 Central, I believe. And then Barb does one, I believe, on Wednesdays. I hope she's feeling well enough to continue those. I know she was a little down. Oh, look at this one. This is also from Sandy. And no maker's mark on this. This is gold tone. And it has like little quartz clusters. It's a double strand. I don't even remember what I got this lot for, but they've been going for wonderful prices. And last night, that auction was amazing. I did manage to get Sandy to find some rings at the last minute because I was having dinner with my daughter. And, you know, my middle daughter's a teacher too, and she's always really busy. And she started work 2 weeks ago at her district. So when she called and said, you want to have dinner? That never happens. That never happens. Plus, she's one of these health nuts who does meal planning and packs her meals for the month or the week or whatever. So she never does that. And when she said, do you want to go? I couldn't say no. So I was kind of watching it once. I actually dropped my phone in my beans, guys. I got to go clean it up. I had to take it out of the thing. I thought I had cleaned it up. I just saw there's a corner there was still some beans because I was messing with it. That's what I get for being rude. Okay, then what else is from? I think that was it from. Here we get this one. Now we got this one too. Oh, this one's pretty. This one's also, all of these just kind of coordinate so beautifully, like a Tahitian faux pearl with some rhinestones. Very, very pretty. Guys, can you hit the thumbs up before you leave if you're in a hurry today? Don't forget to do that before you leave. or as soon as you come in. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you'll do so. I like to do giveaways. I don't like to really entice people with giveaways by announcing it in a title, because I want my giveaways to go to my subscribers that tune in all the time when I put up a video. But I am going to be hitting a pretty substantial landmark, and I want to have another giveaway. I am saving a lot of jars for possibly doing one of those, or maybe I can be lucky enough to win one of Makeup Zombies tomorrow, but I am going to do a giveaway for that. So be sure and subscribe and share the video in your social circles so that we can grow the channel and get to 8,000 quick. Look at this gorgeous necklace. This one, okay, we're going to Goodwill now. I got this at the Goodwill. I paid, I believe, $4 when I got there on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? No, Thursday. It was after school, after my training, so they didn't have jars, but they had this. This is like an emerald. No, it's like a teal color, and it's got a beautiful twisted chain on it. Can you guys see it? There it is. I loved it. So it was a little high, but you know, some of their jars can go 30, 40, 50, 60. You know how high they go. And if you can just pick out a few things from the counter and still make out well, you know, why not? And they always have really nice things in the counter there. I love it. It's a nice, probably 16-inch or 18-inch chain. And look at that gorgeous chain. I almost want to test this thing. It's such a beautiful yellow color. It reminds me of the Asian gold, you know, the 22 karat. I love it. But it doesn't feel weighty like gold would, but we'll see. All right, then I found some Joan Rivers. I never find Joan Rivers, and I always get requested for Joan Rivers. People in my chats and in my comments will ask me, do you have any Joan Rivers? Let me know. So I forgot who's, I mean, it's been a while, but I'm going to start listing it because it may go, right? And these are two very similar necklaces, but one is shorter and the other one has bigger beads as well, but they both have an ivory look to them. Aren't they pretty? I know, that's what I think too, Elizabeth. I'm going to check it because you just never know. And I found gold there before. I wish I could find 22 karat. I do have a 22 karat gold crucifix, but I got that at a pawn shop. And I used to have a chain, but I sold it. I sold it because gold retains its value, doesn't it? Yeah. Actually, it increases its value tremendously. So that was a beautiful chain I used to have. I may have showed it in one of my previous collection videos. Hey, Harley Graham, thank you for being here. Are we ready for tomorrow's sale? Oh, look at this. This is pretty. I got this for 10. I paid up. But it's marked. It looks like it's marked Jerry, but it's spelled J-E-R-A-Y. They're both marked. It's a necklace. It's a necklace and a bracelet. There. And so it was marked 14. And I got this at the Goodwill for 10 with my discounts. Very heavy. I believe it's brass. No, not brass, bronze, but I could be wrong. But it polished up beautifully. I think it's bronze. It is, again, the mark is in script, and it's J. It's, you know, in script, longhand. J-E-R-A-Y. At first I thought it said Jesus or something, but no, it's J-E-R-A-Y. And again, it's the matching set, very heavy, really pretty discs. They're very ornate. And that's what I picked up on Thursday at the Goodwill. I love it. I think it's so cute. And then look at this one. And then I'm going to show you some other stuff that I got. This one reminded me of the one I'm wearing from Elizabeth because of the way it hooks. And this one is really strange that they only wanted $7.99. $7.99 for it, so I got it for $5. They're glass or some kind of a mineral, I don't know. They're very heavy. Beautiful choker piece as well. And it is signed, not signed, hallmarked 925. Let me buckle it up here. It's got like a little box clasp. Yeah, it's Hallmark 925. And that's the only sign on. It's so heavy. I actually dropped it when she showed it to me. Let me show you the medallion first. Oh, I hate this little thing. Can you see it there? Nope, you can't. Turn it around. Let me fix it and then I'll show it to you. It's so heavy I can hardly hold it, y'all. Sorry. There it is there. Hi, Eccentric Emporium, or Valerie. You're Valerie in Texas, aren't you? I always hear Valerie, Texas Valerie. How are you? I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. So yeah, this has got sort of a crest looking thing. It's layer upon layer. It is gold wash, but it's Hallmark 925. And then it's got a really pretty, it clasps right there in that tiny little square there, that little box clasp is where it hallmarks. And these beads are faceted. Big, heavy glass. Maybe they're jet or something. I don't know. I'm thinking it might even be vintage for some reason, because when did they start using 925? Someone could probably school me on that, because I think the sterling mark, if it says sterling or stir instead of 925, it might be older. This one says 925, but it is gorgeous. And I love the way it buckles like that, just like the Pierre Cardin that I'm wearing right now. I think it's maybe even be from the 60s, since it kind of looks like that. It's a nice size too. It's like a 16-inch. And those beads are fully faceted. Just gorgeous. And again, $10. No, less than 10. It was $7.99. So what did I get it for? Like $5? Yeah, I got it for like $5. I cannot believe they didn't see that mark on there. Let's see if I can show it to you. Okay, it's on the clasp. Yeah, it's on the clasp in the back. Thought it was on the medallion, but it's on the clasp. But again, when people see gold and it doesn't, you know, they think it's not real gold, they don't bother to see if it's 925. Or when they see white gold, they think it's sterling and they don't bother to see that it says 525 or 585, or what is that mark that Crazy Card told us about? That means 14K. Yeah. So they let it go. Okay. Then what else did I want to show you? Showed you Joan Rivers. Oh, I wanted to show you, because I hope Sandy's still here. I'll probably show you this a little closer though, Sandy, when I show a jewelry jar. This is the turquoise that I got from Elizabeth at her auction. And when she showed it, it wasn't that clear in her camera. Sometimes her camera plays havoc as well. But it's a cabochon. And then when I saw it, I was like, could that be faux or real? She said it was turquoise, so she knows. But then you look at the back of it and you can see the nugget. But look at that beautiful matrix. I hope you can see it. You can see the copper running through it. I love the setting as well. The setting is beautiful. It's very different. And then here's the back, where you can see and it came with a box chain, but I liked it on the rope because it was a little bit longer for me. Well, let me just put it right there with my hand. You see the back? You can see the nugget. I love it so much. And the color is amazing. You can see the copper there running through there as well. And then there it is again. Just such a beautiful pendant, cabochon. Oh my gosh, I love this. So pretty. That was from Elizabeth's auction was it last? Yeah, it was when I got this. Oh, I can't remember now. I think it was this, well, yeah, because we're 1 week behind. She mails them pretty much. She has the auction on Sunday. She mails them like on Wednesday or Tuesday. They usually get here by Friday, Saturday. So that was great. Here's another thing that was half off. I got it for $2. And for some reason, it looked like gold to me. I haven't tested it. No marking. But you just never know. Sometimes you get these exotic jewelry. Again, like I've mentioned before, Houston is extremely diverse. And you'll find things from all over the world at the thrift stores. They have a whole section of ethnic clothing. beautiful saris and scarves and embroideries, and it's just beautiful, beautiful stuff. A lot of Asian women come out of there with their beautiful saris that they buy at the Goodwill because they're perfectly fine. They just they donate them. Okay, here's a pretty piece that is from, no, I think I got this out of a jar. I think I may have showed you that already. All right, I think that is what I wanted to show you. Oh, I also got this beautiful jewelry box, speaking of organizing. And this one's going to hold all of the earrings that I've now listed as well. Like the newer sterling and stuff that I've listed is in here. And I really like it because it's got the little, I've got to list this necklace. Did you guys see this? I know I showed it to you. It's that Rana sterling. And I think this came out of a jewelry jar. It's got that bean motif. It's got the collar. I showed you that. I have not listed it yet. And I need to. That's in here. So yeah, I put pendants and earrings in here that are listed. And then it's got two big boxes. I've got Sandy's piece right here that someone wanted to buy off of Instagram. So I put it in my Instagram picture. And then I've got that Monet thing. And this one was sold for half price. I got this for $2. Leather. I love it. It's very clean too. A little stackable. But that way I have things that are already listed, like the jewelry that I think I did the challenge and put them in here. Because you have to photograph the same day on the listing challenge that Valerie does. So that's kind of why I want to have everything there that I've done kind of quickly and stuff. And I did pick up some jewelry jars yesterday. Let me check back on the chat, guys, and see if anybody has any questions for me. Tanya, are you back from the beach? Did you have fun? I'm so glad you did. You deserve it. You work so hard. I know it's fun to be a reseller. I know it's a lot of fun to go to the Goodwill, but it's, as I've mentioned before, it's work. It's a lot of work. Even the sourcing part that everybody loves is a lot of work. You know, when you get to the point where, I don't know if I ever get to that point. I hope I get to that point. We have to go look for more inventory. It is work to sit there and go through racks and racks of clothing if you're into clothes, or, you know, have to fight off grubby hands that want to get in front of you and pick out what you're looking at, and rude people you run into at the Goodwill, which I do constantly. And I have to learn not to say anything, especially at the Goodwill, because you get all kinds of people shopping there. Some of them are not quite, you know, in all of their senses. So there can be, you can trigger someone, so you have to be really careful. And so it's hard, but I'm hoping you're doing well, Tanya. Let me see if I do have any questions or anything. Cecile Rosario's here. How are you? Guys, take it easy on the emojis. I have a wonderful subscriber who asked that we not overuse them because it really triggers an ADHD headache or whatever it is that you can get when you're visually bombarded that way. So it'd be really wonderful if you just kind of limit the emojis a little bit and be cognizant of that and consider it. I love emojis too, but don't do more than one row. All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it so much. Let me see if there's any other questions that I missed. I asked you to highlight my name, please, if that's possible. Vintage Discovery's name is, I don't know. I thought it was Sally. Could I be wrong? I thought it was Sally. Thank you so much. I was talking about this necklace earlier. It's one that I got from Makeup Zombies Auctions, and it's a vintage 1960s Pierre Cardin. Anyway, and they had a similar one listed online for $700. It was in red. Beautiful. So really, really beautiful find that she came up with there. Robin Fisher is here. Sterling started being marked 925 in the U.S. in 1906. All right, so then it could still be vintage if it's 925. Thank you so much for that information. I love when people come back to the video as well and leave their comments in the comment section so that we can learn from them. I really like to keep the live videos vital, and so that other people can find them easier to watch. And that's why I keep my chat up as well, because I think it's important that people know what you're talking about. It's really confusing when the person that's talking is answering a question that's in the chat and the other person that's just now watching it on the replay doesn't know what you're talking about. So that's why I keep my chat up, and I just hope you're considerate and of that. And also leave questions there, leave them in the comment section, come back. All right, guys, do you want to open a little jar? I have jars that I got from this Goodwill. One was 15. No, I thought I got, okay, here it is. One was 12. This was what the one I think I'm going to open because it's small. Oh, wait, I didn't show you the other thing I got out of the counter. This one, this is Fossil. Is it Fossil or Lucky? And this looks like sterling too, but I don't know if they make sterling. It's got the, let me show you this first. It's got the cutest little charms on the clasp here in the back. And I think it's Lucky because it's got the little, Fossil. Okay, it's not Lucky. Fossil. It's got little charms on the back. Sorry, guys. And then look how pretty it is in the front. I think it's faux abalone encased in glass or some kind of acrylic or something. But it's very, very pretty. And like I was saying, even the back of it is pretty. Look how pretty that is. I love it. Nice leather cord on it too. It's kind of flat, not round. And that's the back of it. And this is the one I got for, I think, $4 or so. So that was all from that Goodwill. I think that's all I wanted to show you guys from Makeup Zombies auction as well. Oh, I wanted to show you the ring that Sandy sent. Oh, Sandy, I love the ring. It's so cute. Let me take off this one so you can see it. I'm going to get it sized down because I want to wear it on my pinky and it's too big. But look at that beautiful shank. It's got some millgreen work. It's got some scroll work, and it is Hallmark Ster, S-T-E-R. And I was just, I don't know if she heard me say I wanted another Signet ring because I have a gold one my mother gave me, and I have two initials, and they were my maiden name. So I want to do one with just the T. And I already called my favorite jewel pawn shop, and they said they would do it and size it down, and I could come back for it later in the afternoon. So we're going to get it sized down to a 3.5, 4, I think we'll do. 3.5 or 4, I forget what I wear on the pinky, but I love it. I think it's so pretty. Thank you so much, Sandy. I really appreciate it. Oh, I love it. Okay, so that was that. Now we can open a jar if you want to. And I was saying we have a $12.99 jar and we have a $14.99 jar. But I guess this one's a little bit bigger. But I'm really wondering why they're pricing them so strangely lately, because they were averaging $19, $19.99, $20. And then now they're going as low as $12. And actually, at one time they did have some for like $9.99. I remember that. Yeah, that's true. That was from that store as well. So I'm hoping there's something good in there. And I guess we could start. You want to start with the $12.99 or the $14.99 so we can get this? Oh my gosh, because I might get kicked off. Did you hear that? It's thundering. It's thundering. So maybe we'll do the small one. Yeah, let's do the small one. And let me see if I have any other questions. If I do miss your question, please repost it. Hey, Don, I was just talking about you because I found this acorn. And I know that acorn is the start of the oak, right? And I can't find the oak sterling piece I told you that I had that I was going to send you. I think I sold it, but I'm going to keep looking because, you know, I've been selling on eBay for 12 years. You know, people forget. I think I may have sold it. But I was thinking of sending you this cute acorn that I got from Sandy. It's so cute. It has 3 little acorns inside of it. It's a little locket. It's so precious. So I'll probably be in touch with you so I can get your address. I really want to send you that. You can hear them. They're in there. They make a lot of noise. And there's one right there in my keyboard I got to get out. But yeah, I'm going to send that to you because, and I still have another oak leaf, but it's not the sterling one. It's a really pretty red one that I got from Elizabeth at Makeup Zombie. It's so cute. All right, let's get started, guys. We're going to open this one. Okay, so yeah, I love it. It's so cute, and it really is. It makes noise. It's got 3 little oaks inside. I'm going to send that to you. I don't know what happened to that oak leaf that I have. I'm going to keep looking, but I really think I sold it. You know, sometimes you're like, I think I sold it, but I'm not sure. And I've been selling on these platforms forever. And then sometimes I list things and then I take them down and then I'll put them back up. And like I have my brooches that are mine, my collection in one area, but then they kind of morph and get together. And yeah, it's bad. Okay, it's a little tiny jar. And it was March $12.99. So I guess I got it for $9, something like that. I didn't go to the Goodwill today. Did you guys go to the Goodwill or thrifting or anything today? I didn't. I'm trying to stay away, except maybe for the ones that are by my work, because I can head out there on the way home. But on Saturdays especially, I hate going on Saturdays. I'm sweating. Ooh, it's hot in here. On Saturdays especially, it gets so crowded. I'm going to go ahead and pour it out right here on the scarf. You'll see it coming down. I'm going to pull it. I hate when the bangles get in the way, y'all. Okay, we'll do a thumbnail. Don't you hate those horrible thumbnails, you guys, that do videos that have you going? Then you have to go back and fix it. I didn't really do them for a long time, but finally learned how to do a pretty decent thumbnail. But now I'll pose for it. Okay, this is cute. I did find some gold last time, little tiny balls, but I don't know. This is a little hammered piece. Little earring. And another earring. Red. Pretty cute. Here's a cute SpongeBob watch. I'll bet there's a fan out there that likes, oh, it's a cute one. Look. I don't know if it's reversible or what. It's not working right now, but it could be. Doesn't take much to get those to work. Oh, here's some cute stretch. These are pretty. I could probably lock these up. Wood beads, some red stations in there, and some of those cage beads. I think Angie said they were called cage beads. If you guys know another name for them, let me know. They're so pretty. These are really nice. Nice wood bracelets. It looks like 2. I like those. I'm making let me get that. I'm making a stretch bracelet jar to catch all my stretch bracelets as well. And I just put those in there. And I may give those away too one day. Impromptu giveaways, what I like to do. Okay. Oh, we got some Christmas earrings. Those are cute. Hi, Lydia. How are you? So glad you're here. Oh, look. These are pretty. I found some pretty wood earrings the other day. Oh, I think I would have liked it better without the rhinestones. But they're still kind of cute. They're wood too. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I really appreciate you showing up and supporting the channel. Be sure and hit the thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, look how pretty this little statement piece is. Is there any rhinestones missing? I didn't look at it first. But it's different. It's pretty. Turquoise color. Really pretty. That's a nice jar already off the bat, don't you think? $9. Could definitely sell this for about $15. Already doubled my money on that. I finally sold some earrings that I had. I kept reducing them on Posh. I think I had them for $70, and they were that, is it Bars or BJC? It's BJC. They do 18 karat, kind of accented on sterling, and I loved them. I actually bought them for myself, but they were really heavy, kind of a button style, and they were just way too heavy for me. I can't wear those heavy earrings. So I sold those yesterday. I got to ship them out. I was happy about that because I did keep reducing them, and then finally I said, no, that's a good enough price. So they did sell. Oh, these are cute. I always see these. Oh, and there's 2. Yes. And they're light. Little chains. Kind of diamond cut earrings. Is there one missing? No. Or is it just twisted? I think that one's just twisted up, but that's a pretty earring. Very, very lightweight. I love gold colors too. Love gold tone. I'm not prejudiced. I like them both. Here's a little, this is a sterling one here. I can tell by the hook. Here's a pretty orange one. Again, I'll layer these up. I'm doing that. I listed quite a few that way. And I've been posting them also on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, please go do so. I do a lot of listing on there, not so much to sell it, because I do get a lot of inquiries even when I'm not selling. Like I was wearing that beautiful piece that Sandy made and auctioned off, and I bought in Dwayne's auction, and someone asked if they could buy it. Where can I buy it? But I just do it because I want to kind of share the way I pose things, the way I stage things. And so I had been doing the ensemble, what I'm calling the ensemble look, the layered look of necklaces that go together, that complement each other, and in turn can probably sell themselves easier because the shipping is so high for jewelry on Posh, in my opinion. No one wants to pay $6 to, ship a little tiny pair of earrings. So I'm doing the 2 necklaces, a couple of bangles. Here's another really nice trio that I should put up. They go very well together. I think they're all matching now, aren't they? Except one's green. No, they're all green. Oh, these are pretty. These are pretty. These are definitely Pakistani or Indian in costume. And as I told you guys before, one of my subscribers told me that even the costume of this style goes very high. But I have not listed any yet. Maybe I'll save this for tomorrow because I haven't taken pictures of them. Yeah, but I do have 2,000 pictures on my phone that I need to get off and list tonight so I can have a fresh batch for tomorrow if I do the challenge. The listing challenge. Okay, Dawn, come back. Here's a hippie bracelet. That's another huge lot. I know someone said they like these beach bum, hippie lots, boho. I don't know. I don't really list them, but I have a shoebox. The shoebox is full, absolutely full. I may have to put it up on eBay. Full of it. Oh, I already found one of these once. This is pretty though. This one's mother of pearl. And I think I found, oh, did I find the necklace or the bracelet? I don't remember now, but it's super pretty. It's little mother of pearl flowers. Thank you so much, Mary. I appreciate that. This is pretty. This is a choker, most definitely. This I might list because at least it's mother of pearl. And these are some earrings that are going to go into a crafter lot because there are some missing rhinestones. So we'll put that over there. And this is also going to go into a crafter lot or a bead lot because there's nothing really wrong with it. It's just fake puka shell. So that'll be crafter too. And this is not a bad one at all. Here is a bracelet that's tangled. Is that a rosary in there? I found some beautiful rosaries, guys. That's another thing I wanted to show you. This one came out of the other one. And I cleaned it up. This one came out of the one we did the other day. And I don't know what kind of material these beads are, but they're very interesting. They could be wood. But I like, they polished up. This is copper, the crucifix and all of the stations here. Or this little, I forget what they call that, is copper. But look how they differentiated the beads. Some are round and some are oblong. This is mine though. I'm going to keep this. It's so beautiful. And I wanted to test it for Bakelite too. That's why I cleaned it up real nice. But it didn't test for Bakelite. It maybe would. I just can't tell. They're so pretty though. And they just feel so nice. Yeah, that was, and then here's one here. And sometimes these are sterling. Our Lady of I think they misspelled that. You know what? This says Japan. And this is very interesting. Because I believe it's supposed to say Our Lady of Sorrows. And this often happens with, I know at the dollar store, my mother bought a thing that said, proud to be an Americans or something like that. It's like they misspell, their English is messed up and they don't fix it and they just sell it. This one says Our Lady of Snows, as in snow, weather. And I know there's a rosary called Our Lady of Sorrows. It also is Hallmark Japan. That may have a following just because of that mistake. I don't know. That's really interesting that it says that. Yeah, because it's supposed to, oh no, it doesn't say Japan. It says Italy. It says Our Lady of Fatima on one, Our Lady of Perpetual Help, And then the other one should say Our Lady of Sorrows. But it says Our Lady of Snows. Look, I'm sure it's supposed to say Our Lady of Sorrows. Isn't that strange? It's pretty though. And it is crystal. I don't think it's sterling, because usually it'll say sterling, or it'll say Sterling Creed, which is a brand of religious rosaries, medallions, and everything that I've run across quite a few times. Oh, here's a very nice piece. This one is, well, I thought it was NY because it has that look like NY, but it's not. Gold and silver disc with some chains. Actually, a series of chains serve as the links there. That is really pretty. Is it a national shrine? Thank you for letting me know, Maggie Doodle. I went into a whole story about Japanese diction and everything. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. So it's I guess in Italy, the shrine? I really need to catch up on my Catholic culture. Should have known that. That is so interesting. I like that rosary. But look at this pretty necklace. And it is brushed. And I love the way they used a series of chains right here on the links. I am really surprised it does not have any kind of maker's mark. No, none at all. But look how pretty that is. It would be short though. It's not, a long one. But it's super pretty. I like that a lot. Okay, is this another rosary? No. This is, okay, there's a tangle, so bear with me. Let me get this untangled here. Oh, this is pretty. This looks like a Kirk's Folly or something, and it looks like it's sterling. But let me double check. Oh, what is this? I know where my loop is. I have such a mess on this table, guys. You wouldn't believe it. There you go. Okay. No, it says 18 karat electroplate. Okay, but it's super cute. It's a moon with some rhinestones. Star. Super cute. That is not a bad jar at all. It's getting very interesting. Here's a pretty bangle, kind of greenish color with some engravings, some ornate looking design on there. Floral, I think. Paisley, maybe. Yeah, that's pretty. Nice size too. I hate when they're oversized and you can't wear them. Okay, I'm going to take a drink of water and say hello to everyone real quick. Because it looks like we got some new people. Casey Lakeman. There is a Lady of Snows. Someone just told us it's a national shrine. Wonderful. Thank you. And Nana's Treasures is here. Belinda. Paula B. Thank you for being here. All right, guys, I appreciate it so much. It looks like we're catching up with those thumbs up too. Thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, be sure and do so. And then hit that little bell to be notified, because if you don't, you won't know when I put up a video or when I go live. Okay, and I think I did say hello to Designs by V. Okay, we'll keep going so we can finish the jar. A little pearl and black beaded earring. Okay, someone, no, I think the other one had a heart. I think there was a Stella and Dot that had this similar, like a heartbeat, or the heart tracking from whatever you call it, a device in the hospital that tracks your heartbeat. But it's got a tangle. It's gold tone. That's that. I got some Long strand of beads, not stretch. Very pretty though. Pretty colors. Super bright and pretty. Carolyn Whitney, thank you for being here. It's a grotto in Illinois. Are we talking about Our Lady of Snows? Wow. Thank you. Good information. I was thinking it might be in Italy. Okay, we got some tangles, but I think we're okay. It doesn't look too intense. This is a nice one, a nice long one with the tassel pendant, rose gold. Saw some girls at some young teachers wearing their Kinder Scott necklaces at training this week. They look so pretty. But it's interesting. I love to watch how people wear their jewelry. And they wear, you know, like I said, ornate necklaces like this with a t-shirt and jeans, and they look just great. They really do. So that's pretty. I like that. This one does not have a maker's mark either. It's a nice chain. It's weighty. It's pretty. All right, here are some, I think, I don't know if they're natural stones or what. They kind of look brownish, kind of look like tortoiseshell, or I don't know, they're kind of a root beer color. And they feel like they may be just glass, but that's another necklace that was in there. You guys see that? I'm going to film some of these up close and personal for you guys as well. And I do have some more videos with the close-up tripod using videos because I know that people love those. And I do too. That's what got me started watching Makeup Zombie. I was just enthralled with her videos. And then she has such a beautiful voice. And she has that little, I think she has a fountain or something in the background. My husband's like, what is that? It's just so relaxing. I love her videos. Okay, here's a really pretty one. Silver, rosettes. This is nice. I think it has all of the stones. It's totally encrusted in rhinestones. This is nice. Yeah, she has a great laugh too. Okay, there's another necklace tangled up back here. Let me see if this one had a maker's mark, though. Let's see that. This is so beautiful. Probably New York, but no, it's got more than initials. This one is Ann Taylor. Oh, nice, nice. I've sold some Ann Taylor on Posh for a good price, too. I've been having such a mess with some of the shipping on Posh, guys. Things have gotten lost. Oh, let's tell a story now. Let me go get a drink and I'll tell you a story. Okay. Still have my coffee. Okay. I sold that Sergio Gutierrez bracelet that I got from Makeup Zombie. And it sold for a good price. And then they never tracked it. And I usually go up to the counter and have them scan my items. So it was scanned. So even though they get scanned, they don't always catch tracking. I don't know what happened with that, but they wound up after a long time because I responded and said, no, it was sent and so forth. I don't think I contacted the buyer and she never contacted me about not receiving the item. 2 or 3 weeks passed. So be cautious, guys. I tell you all these stories to be on the lookout, to be cautious about selling anywhere, whether it's eBay, Mercari, Posh. She never said that she did not get the item. So, you know, I just assume she'll get it, you know, she'll rate it or something will happen. So either way, I wrote a couple of emails to Posh and they canceled the order. So I didn't get my $50 for it. She got her necklace for free, her bracelet. And then they contacted me back And because I kept, you know, I don't give up with one email. I bombard them with emails. I want to know what's going on. And they came back and said, well, we asked her and she said she never got it. And I wrote back and I said, well, that's very unlikely for someone to wait 2 weeks and never mention the fact that you don't get. I mean, I wait one day and people are like, when are you going to ship it? I really need it by tomorrow. I really need it by Friday. I mean, that's the way they are, especially on Poshmark. They're used to that 2 day, you know, let's get it now. And I'm very, very accurate and very prompt about shipping my items. So there was no problem with that. So she never said anything until they actually asked her. Now, I don't want to call anybody a scammer or whatever, but I think it's very interesting that happened. So needless to say, I didn't get paid for that item. Sent another email. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure. A similar thing happened on Mercari, so I'll tell you that story. Okay, on Mercari, I sell a lot of James Avery charms. They sell quick. And I had gotten rid of my daughter's bracelet charms because she wanted to switch off, and some were from high school and she just didn't relate to them and whatnot. So we sold a lot of things from her bracelet. Well, one of them said and the thing is about Mercari, as soon as you print the label from the post office, from the automatic machine there, it starts tracking. You don't even have to enter the tracking. You can, but you don't have to. They immediately know it's already been bought for some reason. So there was one that I sold like 3 in a row, or 3 that day, and they all had their tracking. Everything was going perfect. One of them, they said, there's no tracking. Please tell us if it's shipped. I've clicked it's shipped, at least 3 times. Then finally, it dawned on me, I'm going to contact the buyer and tell the buyer it's shipped and I have the receipts. I have receipts. And finally, she accepted it and graded it, because they give you a grade. Because I think it was going to be the same kind of situation. I mean, I hate to say it, but there are dishonest people. There really are. So you have to be really careful, because sometimes even when they don't intend to be dishonest, when the occasion presents itself, they'll take advantage of it. And I really think that was what was going to happen here. They were going to cancel it because there was no tracking on it. She hadn't said she accepted it. They couldn't find tracking on it. They could not find it. I looked it up. I could not find it, but I had my receipt that said it was shipped. So as soon as I sent that email, she accepted it. And I got my $25, $30 for the charm. So be careful. All right, we'll continue with the haul here. I'm just saying, things happen. But I'm still in contact with Posh about it, and I'm hoping to get that money back. But then another crazy thing happened where something didn't get shipped. And PayPal sent me a refund for quite a bit of money. And I told them that it had not been shipped. And because it was lost, I could not find it. And they would not. They said, well, we can't give it back. Once we correct it, we can't give it back. You can't give it back to us. So I guess in the end, things kind of work out, don't they? Here's a really pretty necklace that I thought was a rosary, champagne colored crystals. I think it's about 40 inches long. Yeah, Mary, be careful with that. Make sure you have communication with your buyers, I guess. That's my mistake too. I should have immediately contacted the buyer and said, hey, do you have it? And then, like Posh said, that they contacted her and asked her, hey, did you ever get that $50 necklace? Oh, no, I didn't get it. I mean, who knows? Who knows who's telling the truth? But I know one thing. If I had ordered a $50 necklace, I would not be waiting 15 days for it. And I'm not exaggerating. It was about 15 days. I would not be waiting for Posh to contact me to ask me if I had gotten it. I would have been texting my seller. I would have been emailing Posh to say, hey, cancel it. I never got it. You know, it's just very, very fishy. Anyway, pretty necklace. Very, very pretty. Double. Well, you can twist it double, maybe even 3 times. Super cool. Robin Pillar, how are you? Thank you. This is the Pierre Cardot that I got from Makeup Zombies auction last week. It's a vintage 1960s piece. And we saw it on the internet when she was showing it in her sale. Someone had one similar, kind of I guess it's like a jewelry house, maybe similar to Ruby Lane. They were selling one in red for $700, $765 or $675, something like that. So Makeup Zombie was selling hers for $50, and yeah, I thought it was stunning. I love Pierre Cardot, who still designs today. Okay. Here's another thing that popped out, little cowboy hat on a blue bead dangle earring. Put that there. Here is a beaded starfish. Pretty necklace, actually. These are seed beads, orange. And the starfish charm there, gold. No maker's mark on that. Cute though. Okay. There are two earrings that are, they're two earrings. They're kind of simple. They actually go with that necklace though. So we have a match. They're just two little dangles. I should have made them more elaborate, I think. I don't know. I do love this necklace. It's pretty. How do you spell his last name? Pierre Cardin. It's P-I-E-R-R-E, and the last name is C-A-R-D-I-N. But I looked it up, and the expert French pronunciation videos say do not pronounce the N. Pronounce the I-N as an A, so it kind of ends in an A sound. Pierre Cardin. Pierre Cardin. Yes. So I always say Pierre Cardin, but I was wrong, and it's definitely not Cardin. But he's a famous designer. He designed very much for Jackie Onassis, Jackie Kennedy in the 60s and 70s. I sat next to a French teacher yesterday. He's actually from Africa. Wonderful gentleman. When we were training, he's a teacher. He teaches French in high school. And we were reading a Cajun. Yeah, part of our training was global awareness, and because we are an IB school. And I had to read a book out loud to him, and then we thought of ways to make it a lesson. And it was the night before Christmas, but it was done with a Cajun accent. So cute. I loved it. And then he was showing something else, and it was the fleur de lis. And I was like, finally, I know how to pronounce fleur de lis. I think I used to say floor. And he said, no, it's fleur, like flirt. I was like, oh, okay. I'll remember that now. So it's fleur de lis. I love asking people how to pronounce things correctly. I may forget the next day, but I like to ask. Okay, here's a pretty orange earring. And I need to hurry up, guys. I know I'm taking way too much time. But sometimes you get comfortable in front of the camera. You start talking to people that are here and all of that. Hi, Carla. Princess Casserole is here. Thank you for stopping in. Did you get a lot of bargains today? We're getting a lot of rain here, so even if I had wanted to go shopping, I couldn't have. I know there was no garage sales. And I just don't like the Goodwill on Saturdays, even though I did score last time with the little Tiffany knot necklace that I got, because I got there early, because it was a Saturday. But sometimes you just got to sit back and say, you know what? I got a list. These are super cute. This is a really pretty earring. I'm taking to wearing smaller earrings right now. You can't even see them anyway, so it's just kind of for me when I put my hair up. Little pearls, guys. They're pretty. Got like an oblong one and then a little dangle. Well, it doesn't dangle, but it's a lower, small one. You're at the beach and you stopped at Savers. Nothing interesting. Yeah, sometimes I really prefer Friday night. I'm going to look at this gold earring as it looks interesting. No, it's not gold, but it's super pretty. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so these are matched. I'll put these over here. And here's a cute bracelet. Not gold. I mean, not silver. It kind of looked like it could be, but it's not. Just little crystal beads, things like that. House hunting is fun, isn't it? But then you finally have to say, I've seen enough houses and decide, because it can go on forever. Especially if you live in a big city like Houston with all its enclaves and suburbs. And oh my goodness, you just kind of have to decide, well, I guess you could hunt for schools too, because that makes a lot of difference if you have children. Okay, these are sterling. And they have a little baguette rhinestone. Well, actually, you know what? I think only the backs are sterling. I'm going to put it right here. It's got like a little baguette, and then it has like a little silver bar at the top. I hope you can see it. The backs are really, really tarnished, and I'm sure they're sterling, but this one is not. Yeah, it's pretty though. It makes a nice little cluster. People like to wear multi earrings. It would look nice. All right, here's a, wow, I didn't know I had rhinestones. Interesting. Super heavy though, earring with some rhinestones, kind of an arrowhead there. Wow, we're up to 41 thumbs up. I'm so happy about that, guys. You're so sweet to do that. Thank you so much. It really helps in the search of when you start growing your channel and you want more people to find you. It really helps when people do that. Oh, look at this. This is cool. For all you stargazers out there. Isn't this like one of the, I don't know, the Big Dipper or something? Look how cute. My daughter's going to want that one, and I hope it has a mate. That is super cute. I hope I'm holding it good. I hooked it on there. It's an earring. That is pretty. I like that. Yeah, that is nice. And I sure hope I find the other one. But we shall see. Okay, here's a pretty one. Interesting. It's just a silver braid. Kind of a lurex. Hope you can see it there. It's a little bracelet. Kind of a silver braided thing there. Kind of twisted though. May have to just put it in the crafter lock. And some bangles with charms. They're a little worn too, but I have to put that in the crafter lot too. It's kind of worn. I'm not leaving to see Anita's photos. I'm staying till the end. What photos is she showing? Oh, is she giving a preview right now of the auction or what, Jill? I'm almost done. So you guys can go catch other people if you want. And you can always come back and watch the replay. Here's another little stud earring. Red. Super cute. What is Presco, Carla? Do tell us. Okay, here's some, I don't know if this is Arabic or what. It's just a little gold charm though, and you probably can't even see. Let me see if I hold it up with this. Okay, there it is dangling from the other earring. It's a little gold charm. I don't know if it's Sanskrit, Arabic. I don't know. I don't want to insult anyone if I get the language wrong, but it is some kind of a little gold and black enamel charm or pendant. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm glad when people, I'm happy when people put the photos. It gives us an idea of what to expect. So that's good. Okay, these are cute. And they are matched. Oh, remember we had this one in gold? Probably in the other jar. So we have a gold and silver hammered discs. And put them in the onesie jar. No, I was hoping we'd have this match because this one's sterling. And it's got kind of a orange bead, crystal bead, and a silver little disc in there. That's a pretty earring. I hope we find the other one. And the hook is sterling. Okay, we do have the match on the gold one, so that's good. We'll get those married later. And wow, this is a pretty earring too. I hope I find that one too. It's different. But I'm going to put these in the onesie for now. We match this little arrowhead up. I don't know if there's any rhinestones missing. I'll have to check that later. Or else we'll just harvest those rhinestones. No, those wouldn't be. These are pretty. I couldn't wear them, but they're pretty. They're very heavy. Okay. Here's another pretty earring with a crystal, blue crystal dangle at the bottom. Drop. Hi there, dear Crazy Card. How are you? I'm glad you're here. Crazy late night chats last night, huh? Oh, look, I did find this one. So we got some matches. Cool. I threw it in the other jar right now. Here it is. It's really cute. This one looks like sterling too, but I don't know. The wire around it looks like sterling, so we do have two matches here, but the hook does not. So that's good. Yeah, it's going to be a great auction. I have to order my food early. I love watching it while I'm eating. It kind of keeps me from bidding too much. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I buy again? Oh, these are cute. I don't know why I think these came out in one jar and then it was here and then we finally matched it up, or maybe you didn't see it last time and I forgot. But these are really pretty. They're copper enamel. Cute earrings. I love the colors. They're so pretty. Those would look gorgeous with your hair up. Really show them off. I like those a lot. So anyway, guys, I hope you got to hear the stories about the could-be, would-be scammers on Mercari and Posh, because it happens. And unfortunately, you know, people will take advantage when they can. If something is offered free, they're going to take it. But I'm not going to take it lying down either. I'm going to pursue calling them, because not only that, now that I have, I want them to give me the tracking number, because Posh gives you a label. And then when they cancel, you can no longer have access to that label. So I don't have any recourse to get my money back, my insurance, which is basically $50, right? When it's priority or whatever, to get my money back, at least the $50 for lost mail, if that is indeed the case. So they need to come back and answer that third email or whatever it was. Here's a little, it looks like the kind that holds like a little mustard seed or something, but I don't see anything in it. You guys see anything in it? I don't. It's cute though. Cute. I like to layer necklaces. So those little dainty ones, you know, not with something like this, of course, but when you have a little necklace like that and then a little longer one and so forth, I really like that. Okay. I already showed you these earrings before. I think that's probably it. I did get a match on the little red, the red one here. It's just pretty. Here they are. These are cute too. Little studs. Okay. Little heart. This is silver though. Look at the hook. Remember I told you about that hook that is flattened there towards the middle? Whenever you see a hook that is like that, be sure and check, because the stamp will probably be, the stamp 925 or sterling will be there. You can't see it in this picture, but there it is sideways. Anytime you see a little hook like that, it's usually sterling. And the chances are the entire earring is sterling. Hey, Julie, Little Secrets, how are you? It is evening in the UK. Well, thank you so much for joining us from the UK. I think this is a good time for a broadcast, because I think we can get that earlier California time. We can get that UK time where they're not quite ready for bed yet. But yeah, oh, I love this one, guys. I hope I find the other one. It may be in the other jar. Then again, she did tell me that she sold about 3 jars earlier. This little constellation, or what would you call this? The Milky Way? I don't know. But it's some kind of star thing. But it'll still look nice as a single earring. It really will. I love it. This is probably one of my favorite things that came out of this jar. But it was a good jar. Oh, look, here's some skulls. Oh, I'll have to send this to Makeup Zombie. She loves her skulls. Did she leave? She probably went somewhere else. We've been here a long time. Yeah, I need to get together another little friend mail exchange because this is pretty and it's not stretch. And look at those skulls. They're kind of like stones. They're not plastic. That's kind of interesting. She might like that for layering. It feels really nice. The stones feel nice. Very different. And the coloration, well, you know, it kind of looks like a real skull. These are cool. It's got a black clasp on it. So the metal is kind of black. Very gothic. Very nice. All right. Guys, I think I'm going to let you go. I need to let you get back to your business of listing and whatever it is you need to do. And I want to thank you so much for coming in. I hope I didn't miss any questions. If I did, I'll address them in the next video that I do. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope we see each other at the auction tomorrow at Dwayne's Mothership Product Auction. That happens every Saturday at 7 Central as well. I got a new chair. The other one was making so much noise. It was kind of an Eames wood chair. It was, I think it was Finnish, or Danish rather. And but it was so squeaky and stuff. So I switched it out to this old leathery thing that I had in my kitchen desk area. All right. So I'll talk to y'all soon. Again, I want to thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you didn't do it before when you walked in. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Follow me on Instagram as well. I really am gaining some following there. And I want to see that grow a little bit more because I do a lot of posting there on my ideas on how to list things, how to stage your things. And like I said, not so much to sell them, but just to show them. So I really appreciate you being here. All right, so I'll talk to y'all very soon and have a great rest of your weekend.